See y'all? We are a team here. That's why we need each other. Thank you for that. So again, I'll just say my name is Stephanie Shaughnessy. Thank you for being here. I just want to jump in and share my story with you guys. I was struggling with years of cumulative stress issues from I was in law enforcement for 15 years before I found Plexus. And my friend introduced these products to me. I did not see the business opportunity for myself. I didn't have an opinion around it, to be honest. I'd never known anybody in this industry. I never sold a thing in my life, so I just didn't see it for myself. But I was at work and I was mixing my pink drink and taking Plexus at work, and people were asking me what I loved about it, and that's what started it for me. And it really launched me into this just organic process, and kind of what I've seen Mallory do, sharing it on Instagram, taking these products. It's like, wow, this stuff, I love it. It's working great. And naturally people are like, what is it? Tell me more about it. So I'm really thankful that all of us are here tonight. And I will say 10 years into this, I am not a product expert. I can tell you, I can send you labels, I can send you ingredients, I can tell you what product, regimen that I love. I don't take every single Plexus product, but the majority of them I do. And I can share all that with people, but we have so many medical professionals on our team that see the value in these products. Rebecca Peterson has graciously joined us tonight. She's a nurse practitioner on our team. And we just thought, Rebecca, you should be on this call tonight just to kind of share your own thoughts around Plexus and what you think about these products. So I will turn it over to you. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca Peterson. As Stephanie said, I'm a nurse practitioner. And it's so interesting listening to your story, Stephanie, because I feel like I have a polar opposite. So I'll give a quick tidbit on kind of what drew me to Plexus. And I was actually looking for opportunity. So a little bit of my backstory. My daughter is a stage 4 cancer survivor. So a few years ago, that was my entire life. I was actually getting my degree as a nurse practitioner at the exact same time that she was diagnosed. I stepped away from my degree to take care of her. And then when she was in remission, I finished my degree. I only had one class left to take, got my board certification, and jumped out into the field. And jumping out into the field after caring for my daughter for years was kind of like, what am I doing? It just didn't feel aligned anymore. So I was actually looking for opportunities to do something that wasn't necessarily nursing or being a nurse practitioner. So Noelle and I have known each other since we were in middle school, a long time. And she was always showing up brightly and boldly, sharing the opportunity. So I reached out to her. But it's so interesting, kind of the backplay that happened with me, because I reached out specifically, like I said, for the opportunity, but because of my medical background, I wanted to know the nitty gritty and okay, what are these products? I know they're all natural, but what do they do? What's the science? What's the research? I'm a data geek, so I do fall into rabbit holes regularly. And as I mentioned, my daughter's a stage 4 survivor. All of her cancer started in her gut. So I have a huge passion for gut health, being that she was kind of riddled with cancer. And just what I've learned, which still to this day baffles me, and not in medicine, but because I got involved with Plexus, is the importance of the gut-brain axis, how important it is to have balance there. I mean, if your gut is on fire, your brain's going to be on fire. So like Stephanie talked about afternoon crashes, and vice versa. I mean, if your brain's on fire, if you're, ADHD and swirling and unfocused and all over the place, that's impacting your gut in the same way. Your vagus nerve runs in between your gut and your brain, and it's all connected. I mean, there's constantly afferent and efferent signals. But I love, I mean, I could go on and on. I will not bore you guys all with all of the different of the products, but really what it boils down to is, I mean, Plexus's motto, weed, seed, and feed, really, I feel like says it all. I mean, the prebiotics, which essentially proliferate all the good bacteria in your gut, the probiotic, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you ever want to know the geeky stuff about it, please reach out. I'd be happy to share. But the best thing I think about that, well, there's two actually. I'm going to share really quickly. It's freeze dried. So many people with like, refrigeration and different things like that, you have no idea in transit and different things like that. But also most probiotics try and overseed. They try and push out everything, right? Just like overseeding your lawn. With Plexus, our probiotic actually has a digestive enzyme. So it's not just feeding the gut, but it's getting rid of the things that don't belong. And then the BioCleanse, which is actually oxygenating your cells, your tissues. It's helping to clear the body of free radicals and essentially rid yourself of everything as far as the, again, bad bacteria as you're proliferating good bacteria and repopulating the gut microbiome. So again, from a scientific standpoint, I'm still regularly in awe as we continue to come out with new products, and the medical team at Plexus is insane. But like I said, I joined actually for the opportunity, and it's been the community and the science and the products and everything about the business that has just kept me here and engaged and excited.
Rebecca, I'm glad you mentioned that about the probiotics, especially. We are considered the OG gut health company in this industry, you guys. In the direct selling industry, Plexus is the OG gut health company, and they are experts in the microbiome, and the majority of their products revolve around that. Our best-selling combo is this gut health system that we have. It's 3 products, and it targets gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar. So the majority of people who come to me and ask about Plexus, I consider this combo to be like the foundation. So whether it's somebody that wants to lose weight or, just overall health or whatever, I tend to just really start people off foundationally with this product. And as I said in the beginning of the call, I didn't have, Rebecca and I kind of stepped into this with different perspectives, and I never considered myself leaving my law enforcement career, but being a new mom, I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning, but I'm also married to a law enforcement officer. We work for the same department, and it was really difficult. And we did shift work just like nurses do. And you guys know how it is. Holidays, we didn't have a babysitter. We didn't have anybody to call at 3 a.m. when I'm at work and he gets called in. So my husband was the one who really encouraged me to open my eyes up to this opportunity. And it just simply, it was the first month into it, a handful of people at work wanted to try these products, and I got a check in the mail for just under $400, I think it was. And he looked at me and he said, Steph, what would this look like if you gave this 100%? And I don't know what it was, but it was kind of a light bulb moment for me. And I thought, wow, I'm somebody who's an introvert. Still to this day I am. But back then I was extremely private. I was not on Instagram. I had a Facebook account, but that was largely only because to look up people, you had to have your own account. So when I, through the capacity at work, I would, need to use social media. So I did have a social media account, but I always tell everybody, if I'm someone who can come to the table and do this business, I feel like most people can, because it just wasn't something that was on my radar at all, but it happened very organically. And I will say the values that this company has, our CEO often says, this is network marketing the way it could be done and should be done, but rarely is. And I love that. They're very transparent. Their core values are being trustworthy, being responsible, being reliable, and just very service-led, service-oriented. And that's exactly what I did in law enforcement. That's exactly what you guys do in nursing. My mom is a retired nurse. She was in it for 30 years. I don't know about you guys, but my parents, they're not going to lie to me. When I got into Plexus and I started entertaining the idea of doing this business, I reached out to my mom because my stepdad is a type 2 diabetic. And I know the pink drink specifically, and we can't say this on social media because we adhere to, we're not out here making claims and things like that. Technically, we're not supposed to. I know some people in other companies do, but I reached out to my mom and I said, I'd love for him to try this combo of products because it's going to help with his blood sugar, and give me your honest opinion. It didn't work. It's awesome, whatever. This is right when I started in the very beginning. And my mom, by the end of the month, my mom and I had a conversation, and she said, his blood sugars have been better than they've been in years. And my dad lost 11 pounds in that first month. And I know guys lose weight very differently than women. But for me, my mom was like, wow, this is like, I have so many friends and so many people in our family who are diabetic that need this stuff. So I just wanted to throw that in there to say that We are definitely a community of people who are naturally wired to help others. And that's why I think we do so well for those of us that want to explore this business, as well. So, Mallory, would you like to say anything? Want to open it up to you if you want to share, or thank you for organizing this too, Mallory, and inviting all of us to just jump on here and share our story with people. Oh, is she frozen? She might be frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There you are. I can hear you.
Sorry, I'm having auto difficulties, so I'm on my phone too. But no, I wanted to say that I thought all of everyone's stories were amazing and just really are great attestments to the how wonderful the products are. It's so funny. I think as nurses, we are like the last person to take care of ourselves. We take care of everyone else, and then we leave ourselves to the dead last person to take care of. And the products have just worked so wonderful. Oh, sorry, my dog's barking. Have worked so wonderful. And there were a lot of nurses that wanted to jump on, but unfortunately, they're working in their evening shifts.
Yeah, that's okay. No sweat. We can, we are recording this, so we can definitely share, keep this as a resource and share this with people. So that's no problem at all. I will just say this, and we can wrap it up. I will just say this. The way Plexus works, if you are the least bit interested in doing this as a business, and this is what drew me in, because if this would have been something I would have had to spend tons and tons of money on and invested money in, I wouldn't have done it. I know there's other companies in this industry that you have to spend hundreds of, if not thousands of dollars to start a business with them. And Plexus does not work like that. We want everybody here to be a product of the product. That's super important, because in order to really quote unquote sell this stuff, like, you have to believe in what you're selling, right? Like, people aren't going to buy it. And I know all of you guys know that. But everybody joins, everybody orders Plexus, everybody comes through as a VIP customer. That's the main pathway everybody takes. We do have a retail option. So if you want to buy a product and you don't want a subscription, you just want to buy a one-time purchase, you can certainly do that. It is the most expensive option. I don't recommend it, unless you just want to try something one time, but the majority, 99% of people come through as a VIP customer. So you'll have a subscription, and I don't have to tell you guys, when it comes to supplements and gut health, you really, really need to give it at least 60 to 90 days. We have a 60-day money back guarantee on every product we have. So there's no risk. If it's something that you decide, hey, I don't, this didn't work for me, whatever, you can get your money back. Plexus is super generous with that. But I will tell you, we have like a 1.2% return rate. So what I find most often is people not being consistent on the products, right? But they do work. Consistency is key. So you'll come through as a VIP customer and you have an affiliate link. And it's no different than opting into something like HelloFresh or anything out there that says, hey, here's a link if you want to share with your friends. I can't tell you how many things I've ordered online where I will get a link to refer my friend. And that's exactly how Plexus does it. So you'll have a referral link. If somebody makes a purchase off your link, Plexus will reach out to you and say, Mallory, this is awesome. Somebody just bought a gut health combo from you. Do you want product credit or would you like cash? And you can make the decision to take product credit and get free product for yourself. Or if you select cash, then you upgrade to a brand ambassador, which is what I am, what Mallory is, Noelle, who's on this call, Susan, we're all on the same team together. And that's where the residual income comes in, with building a team, bringing in other people who would love the option for another stream of income. And I don't know anybody today who doesn't need it. I don't care what profession you're in, right? So I want to throw that out there. It's simply a referral. Plexus is based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. We are in Canada, in Mexico, New Zealand, and Australia. We're in the top 25 list of the fastest growing network marketing companies who are international. Just FYI, if you know anybody in Mexico, Canada, or those, New Zealand and Australia. But they have amazing customer service departments. You do not keep inventory. You don't buy this product. You don't exchange money with people. That would have been something I would definitely opted out of. I would not have wanted to do that. But can I get on social media or face to face with people and say, hey, here's my link. You should buy my probiotic. And this is why I love it. I'll do that all day long. I promote products, and I'm sure all of you guys do too, naturally anyways. So why not get a kickback from it? So I just want to say we have a very modern business plan, and it's legitimate. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are independently owned as a company, which is very important, and we are debt free. So it's a no-brainer to me. You come in, you buy your combo of products, and our combos start off a little over $100, or they can go to over $200, depending if you want more product. It's nothing that's going to break the bank. That's what I told myself. I could easily spend $100, $200 at Target every month. And so I fell in love with these products, and I'm like, I'm going to tell everybody about them. So I just wanted to give you that like little back, just information and backstory with how the business works. It's truly word of mouth and what you want to make of it. And I want to tell you, this is really important to me. We pride ourselves as a team of meeting you where you're at. We are not going to pressure you. This is not some high pressure sales thing. Like this is, we have an amazing team culture. And like I said before, with what our CEO always says, this is the way network marketing could be done and should be done, but rarely is. And I lead my team that way. So please feel free to find me on social media, Noelle, Susan, Mallory, like you guys reach out if you have questions. I'd love to share this call as a resource for everybody. Mallory, do you want to say anything else before we? She might be having connection issues. Susan, would you like to add anything before we close it out?
No, I think you did great. Thank you. Appreciate you taking the time.
I just don't want to leave anybody out. So if everybody's good, we can wrap it up. No worries, Mallory. She said her phone's having issues. Well, how about we can wrap it up. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Stephanie, don't forget the 10% off now through tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Goodness. I started this call and forgot to hit record, and here we are. You guys, yes. There is an amazing, there's just a sale that we have going on. It's 10% off. It's going to expire by midnight tomorrow night. So I would really encourage you, whoever invited you to this call, or if you happen to listen to the replay before midnight tomorrow night, you can get 10% off your first order. It's just an end of the month May sale. And I'd encourage you to take advantage of it. Thank you guys, everybody who's been on this call, and anyone who listens to it after the fact. And thank you, Rebecca.
What is it?
For joining.
Oh my God.
We'll wrap it up, and thank you all for being here.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Yeah, absolutely.